Hey everyone, I finally got this thing live. Finally. After a while. So this is my third video for the community. Um the other one you can go ahead and check out about discrimination. My first video I did 2 years ago. So let's go ahead and find out what's the topic of discussion. I'm going to be using the tarot for those that, are curious. Let's go ahead and get started to find out what's the message about. Ten of Swords, betrayals, stress, endings, rock bottom, the Hierophant, Ace of Wands. All right, trying to make it not too long. What's going on for everyone? Ten of Cups. What's going on for everyone? Please go ahead and follow, share my content. And I don't know if there's a like feature on Rumble or not, but I know it's on YouTube. So please like as well. The World card, Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Nine of Swords, Three of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Swords. See if there's any other cards that need to come out. The Hangman showed itself, which talks about sacrifices. It also talks about being in limbo and the Tower. Structures coming down, structures, foundations changing, collapsing, the Devil. Structures with this dealing with the tied and bound, codependency, toxicity, addiction, obsessions, and things like that. Corruption and things like that. Queen of Swords. And then what came out over the World card is the Temperance and the Four of Cups. All right, the bottom of the deck is the Sun card. The Sun card represents illumination, positivity, happy changes, happy times, happier times. It can represent feeling very childlike. It also can represent exposure, if I didn't say that already. This could be due to a level of confusion or illusion or fantasy that was going on with the Seven of Cups here. There's some sort of clarity in regards to maybe which path to go, which direction, which choice to go with, which path is going to be the non-trickster path. With the Devil card here, there is a possibility that is, that was one of the options that could have been or directions that someone could have gone in or could be going in. With that Seven of Cups, you never know. You have to really have to, gain clarity to figure out which way to go, which option to go with, to see if any option is even good enough, because you don't know which cup. The cup is filled with so many things, and you're not always sure, due to like I said, wishful thinking, not having all the details, due to subconscious programmings. Like I said, this even could be related to being intoxicated as well, fantasy, wanting things to go, pretending that it's going to be this particular outcome if I choose this, but really it's not. It's an illusion. So this could be about, navigating away from that particular lifestyle, mindset, that particular haze that you could have been under at some point. With the Three of Wands, it seems like whatever choices that were going on, and now that you're gaining some sort of clarity or illumination in regards to the paths that you were choosing at some point, or someone around you, or someone that you connected to was choosing, things have not been moving forward. There's a vibe of, with this, if this was in the upright, this would be talking about turning your back towards certain things and looking towards your future and waiting for new things to come your way. But with this being in the reverse, this is someone that's actually, things are not moving forward. And it could be because, like I said, you're stuck in this holding pattern of maybe repeating similar choices that keep leading you down a certain path. And I want to say a certain dark path. And so perhaps you're trying to figure out, what do I need to sacrifice? What do I need to change to get out of this stagnancy? And that's why the Queen of Swords is here. The Queen of Swords represents being direct with your thoughts, and also being direct with your communication. And with that direction and being direct and having that clear cut thinking process, now you're able to cut out the things that has been creating delays and stagnancy in your life, and things not moving forward in yours or someone else's life. Because there's a lot of anxiety here and restlessness in regards to the choices that have led to this tied and bound dynamic here with the devil. The devil represents Capricorn, the sun represents Leo. So there's a lot of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then the Capricorn, and then also Taurus is here. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius again is here. That starts off the reading. And there's a lot of thinking about how to, like I said, how to kind of, I'm getting a vibe of maybe wanting to start over, because it's like you've been biding your time and time has been going on. And I've been back and forth, kind of teeter-tottering into different things and substances and things like that. And with the Four of Cups, it's like one side of me is disappointed with how things are going emotionally. And then the other part of me is like, I need to step away from this. But the thing is, it's kind of like with that Queen of Swords, with this Ace of Swords, you have to do a clear cut down the sand, draw a line in the concrete, as they say. This needs to be permanent. The teeter-tottering back and forth is what's creating the stagnancy and the limbo and the destruction and things like that. Because when you decide on something, you have to set a path. If you're realizing and coming to the realization that the path of destruction is not getting you anywhere, and it's not moving you forward, that means that the teeter-tottering back and forth is going to have to stop. Because more than likely, you've been teeter-tottering back and forth between, I want to say, the light and the dark, as they say, the destructive and the love, the destructive and the non-destructive side for a while now, for this to be coming out. This is not new. You've hit rock bottom multiple times, Ten of Swords. You've hit it over and over and over again, telling yourself that this is going to be fulfilling in some way, or this is what my family did, or this is what, the other party of my lover, or something. It'll be better for them if I continue in this path of acceptance, or the path of I want to say I want to call it peer pressure, but you all are most likely adults, so it's like adult peer pressure. If I keep going with that side that I'm used to, that I don't know, that what's more mainstream, or what society deems as the natural thing to do, if I just keep teeter-tottering into that, even though I'm no longer fulfilled by it or never have been fulfilled by it, it's due to a programming of my family or whoever, or even just status quo, or religion, or the government, or the world. This is the mainstream status quo of what I've been used to, and I'm not happy with it, and it's not getting me anywhere. It's time for you to draw a line down the concrete. There's no more teeter-tottering between the two, because you already know where the teeter-tottering has gotten you. This has been going on maybe 10 years or longer. You could be on several cycles of the same stuff over and over again. So this reading is to say, cut out the status quo. Cut out that what you're familiar with, do the programming, because you already seen where that tiptoeing has gotten you, where the illusions have gotten you, and you just left more and more confused at the end of the day. So now it's time for you to wrap up that particular cycle you've been on. This is a hamster wheel. You go around and around and around, hoping for a different result. So cut out the insanity. Stop telling yourself that if I do it for this 15th time, it's going to work for me this time, and actually start to pave out a clear path for yourself that you are excited about. A passion project, an adventure that you may enjoy. Let's see what else this could represent. Maybe even a new partner or whatever this is that you're stuck in. It's time for new things that you are passionate about, that you get up and go. When you get up in the morning or evening, you have a get up and go about you. You know, things that really, really sort of light a flame under your ass, but not in the worst way, not in the bad way. But you really feel motivated to stay on this new trajectory. And whatever it is you've been doing, whoever it is you've been doing, is not it anymore. It's not it anymore. It's not going to lead this. You repeating that same path over and over again is not going to give you a different result. So it's time for you to start new. Get very clear. Get very clear. I mean, sit there until you get clear and figure out how you're going to rebuild yourself with this Page of Pentacles. So that's probably what you've been avoiding, rebuilding yourself in a new way. Because maybe you didn't, like I said, maybe there's confusion. Maybe you didn't know what the new way was. Maybe the new way is slower. Maybe it's been too many distractions. But cut all that out and figure out how you're going to rebuild yourself in a newer way. It's even could be a new twist on what you have been doing in regards to work and things like that. But all that other things that have been keeping you feeling tied and bound to lust, addiction, codependency, obsession, all that stuff has to be cut out. And you have to start doing it one by one and sticking with it. You can't stay in the middle. There's no middle ground here. There's either you're going to decide to keep repeating the same thing over again, or you're going to decide to leave it and start new. And that's pretty much it. So it's longer than I expected, but I'm out. Till next time.